I want to show you something in Acts chapter 16 that I never really paid attention to before. Let me read this to you. And this is Paul and Silas when they had been thrown into jail by the Romans because they were preaching the gospel. It says, about midnight, Paul and Silas, let me go back. Not only were they thrown in jail, they were beaten severely before they were thrown in jail. Okay. About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God. The other prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly, there was such a violent earthquake that the foundations of the prison were shaken. At once, all the prison doors flew open and everyone's chains came loose. I'm going to stop right there. For some reason this morning, the Holy Spirit was like, did you see that? The chains came loose. Not only did the doors open, but the chains came loose. Let me tell you what God has told you about your season when it is speaking about these chains. So the beautiful thing about the Bible is not only can it be a literal word for you, it can also be that spoken word for you right there in your moment. They call it that rhema word, that specific word for you that God is showing you something, how to move, how to maneuver yourself in this time. So the word door is symbolic for salvation, your initial interest into salvation. See, it says the doors opened. See, not only is this an exit from our past life, but this also symbolizes an interest into something whole, into something better that God is allowing us to experience. But the chains have to do with something more personal to you. See, sometimes you can see that God is allowing you to move into a season. He's opened a door for you, but there's something that's still holding you back, and you can't figure out what it is. It's those chains. It's those things that have you bounded and you don't even know. Sometimes it is your relationship with God that is holding you back. It's not as strong as it should be. Sometimes it can be your emotions. You haven't dealt with that emotional part of you where you are constantly moving by your emotions. Or maybe it is something spiritual. You don't know all the spiritual keys that you need to move forward in life. But whatever it is, God is saying that there is a divine relationship that can unlock you from all of those things. There is a divine presence that can show you all the spiritual keys that you need to move forward so that you are successful. There is a divine presence that can deal with those emotional decisions that you're making in your life. And this might be the one thing that's holding you back in the season. Not that you can't see the door. It's just that there is a spiritual bondage there that has to be opened through your relationship with God. So in this moment, your prayer should be, God, show me the things that I don't see. Show me the things that have me in prison so that I can move forward through my open door that you've already opened for me. Because there's one thing for sure about God. When he opens the doors, he also loosens the chains. It is a double blessing.